Down 2. Down 3. Down 4. Down 5.
One below.
Hit. 15 bullets. All I need. Down 6. Oh my god. Your Wi-Fi speed is technically not speed per se. Technically it's bandwidth, and we just call it speed. So for example, your YouTube video at 1080p is going to take about anywhere from 6 to 12K. So 6 megabytes a second to 12 megabytes per second to watch that. So if you're watching like a full HD, if you're watching like Netflix 4K, YouTube 4K, Hulu 4K, that's closer to like 30 megabytes a second. So your internet, you would want to have, you know, at least 50 megabytes a second if you're watching, you know, multiple different streams. Now, if you're, you know, watching Netflix, Hulu, whatever, and you're uploading and downloading and you're gaming, whatever, then you're going to want to have even more than that. So for most, you know, households, most families, what you know, whatever sort of benchmark you want to put that at, most people are not really going to go too far above 50. And if it is above 50, like most people aren't really go too far above 100. I would venture a bet and say that most people that are watching this stream right now, they probably don't have too far more, like most people don't have more than 100. That's just why. I mean, that's just how, you know, fortunately, unfortunately, that's just how ISPs have been able to get away with making a lot of money. And that is because they restrict bandwidth and call it high speed. Now, that all being said, if you are a power user, and a power user, like most people are like, well, I'm a power user. I am always on, you know, the hub and YouTube and, you know, 4K VR, you know, all this stuff, right? So if you're like one of those people, which again, most people are not, because, you know, most people aren't doing that all simultaneously, 4K plus uploading and downloading plus, right? Let's say you are. Would PIA slow it down? It could. Because I don't know what the PIA limit is, but I remember for my PIA, my limit was like way over 100. So I'm already getting tagged. That was a sniper shot. So in general, for most use cases, it's not going to necessarily have your entire bandwidth, because most people don't use all of that bandwidth. It just doesn't. So now, if you do, you have to ask yourself, would you trade losing one of those streams, right? Again, we're talking literally like 10, you know, 10 streams of HD all at the same time, plus uploading, downloading, gaming, and, you know, maybe one stream of 4K, whatever, right? Would you want to trade one of those streams for having privacy and security? That's a real question. Just recently, T-Mobile is in the news because they sell all of their customers' data. It's true. Go look it up. Literally today, the report came out today. And so you have to ask yourself, you know, did you consent to that? Well, technically, terms and conditions, you did. But most people are like, oh, I don't want that. You know, that's not cool. And so if you're one of those people, then, you know, that's where PIA comes in. Now, like I said, in the next 5 to 10 years, I think more and more people are going to be using VPNs. Why? Because right now, any Fortune 500 company, any Fortune 1000 company, they require every single employee to be on a VPN for privacy and security. That's enterprise level. It is military grade encryption, whatever you want to call it, whatever, you know, buzzword you want to say. That is what people are using. And why is it just now being more and more common? Because people are starting to wake up a little bit and be like, oh, you know, actually this is something that, you know, I maybe don't really care too much about, but it's something that I want to be at least knowledgeable about. So again, trade-offs. There's always trade-offs. You have to decide which ones make the most sense for you and your situations. I have 3. Someone just, oh god. I hear him underneath. He's on wood. Whoa, no, the storm got it. I don't know if that elim counted for me. Someone's sniping close. I just saw one. I don't have any knives left, so be careful. I'm probably dead here. Are not necessarily US based or Seattle based. Remember, we're global. There's people who live all around the world, people who need access to privacy and security all around the world. And not only that, not everyone can afford 200 megabytes a second. You're saying that's the average? Bro, you are spoiled, brother. That's a problem. Everybody post their average internet test speed in chat. No! Knocked one. Yo, I need that. Oh, no. Downed one. Killed one. Where does this guy go? Let's go! What is my team?